I mean, maybe I could.
Just go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I probably can,
Oh,
actually.
okay.
No, we're good. I think that was something you saw. I didn't see shit.
You didn't see the car dropping
Nope.
from the heavens?
Nope.
Hmm.
Been a smooth ride for me. You already get, like, a fucking hotel and shit?
Yeah. Fucking expensive.
How much? I don't know. We'll talk about it some other time, but maybe I'll just fucking pay half or some shit and sleep on a couch.
Yeah, I don't know, it seems like a decent hotel.
Yeah. Talk about it later. It's only like 3 days. It should be fine.
Yeah, yeah, I think I paid for 4
Like
nights.
3 or 4
though.
days or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your car is so fucking loud, dude.
Is it?
Oh, I got a car, by the way. Yeah, it's loud for me, at least. I don't know. But, I got a car. I just got a Chino. All black Chino.
Isn't that what you had back?
Yeah, well, I had, like, several cars. I mean, I don't think I'll get my dream car again anytime soon, so. You see a 370Z at all, or whatever. ZX or whatever it's called, let me know.
Isn't that the one driving around?
I don't think so.
370C?
Yeah, it's like the all black one that I had on Sanguine. You know, the one that can be murdered out and get like spikes on it and shit.
Oh, that one. Eminem beats always seem the same.
Yeah, that's the
Well,
dream car,
this
man.
this one is supposed to be the
The
same.
penance
It's
car,
supposed to
dude.
be his old style. I was watching the video. It's basically him dissing himself. From what I could tell. That might, I don't know, might be around at some point.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll wait patiently. I mean, I asked for a car and they were gonna buy me like a $400,000 car because of how much money they have, and I was like, no, just give me like a shitbox Chino or something. It was like 20 grand or some shit. I don't buy cars for performance. I buy cars because I like them. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the same. You always drive like a similar model. So.
I drive what I like. And what
Yeah,
looks good.
that's what I mean.
That's why there's nothing interesting.
Yeah, nothing's ever gonna beat that car. The scratch that I got impounded though. That car was fucking insane.
If Dahlia ever comes back. Is she just on an extended hiatus? I don't know. The only reason we have this one is because it's semi-cheap and it's pretty decent.
Which car is it?
This one? I couldn't even tell you the fucking name of it.
The Lampadali something. All right. Well. It's good to see you back around, man. I'm glad you didn't die while I was gone like TJ.
I don't know.
If you were deputy mayor, it could have been you in that. Well, technically, if you were deputy mayor, that would have never happened, I think. Look, I got told by Pigeon that did you have you like talked to people about this, about the TJ thing? Like,
not act like I tried to get a hold of Jaeger because I want to talk to Pigeon. Because I feel like if Pigeon is involved in this and he had literally had TJ killed.
No, I talked to Pigeon for a while yesterday. So TJ was not supposed to be there and was not going to be there. Then the meeting got delayed, I guess, and then TJ could make it to the meeting. But as far as everyone knew going into it, TJ was not going to be there.
That still doesn't. You have to take shit into consideration.
Falls on Solomon. Solomon should have told TJ not to go or to not show up, which he didn't. And everyone, and when I say everyone, I mean Pigeon included, wants Solomon dead, right?
Yeah, but that's the shit you need to take into consideration. Like, here's the thing. They could just have not shot TJ. Because they didn't shoot Solomon, and they didn't shoot fucking whatever her name is.
Yeah, but they know what Solomon looks like. They don't know what TJ looks like, right? And also, Ursula is news. She has a camera and a press vest or whatever, right? So I think it's I think shooting Ursula might be a worse charge than killing TJ, to be honest, in the eyes of the law. I'm not trying to vindicate anyone for TJ's death. I am angered beyond belief, but I think I've had more time to, grapple with it than you have. I mean, I called Pigeon, and the first thing I said was, "So you're just killing our brothers now?" And we had a conversation about it. But in any case, like, I'm not even sure of the entire scope. I just know that as far as everyone was informed, TJ was not going to be there and was not supposed to be there, and Solomon was the link in that chain that fucked up and either did it maliciously or didn't, and both of them are equally bad.
Okay, then can you give me the TLDR of why they even did it in the first place? Because
No,
there
I
is,
don't know.
as far as I know, there isn't a reason. I could ask anyone, and they probably wouldn't be able to give me one.
I mean, you have more reason to be upset, right? Like, look, I like Max. Max is someone I looked up to for a very, very long time. And I know you and Max are super close. So regardless of TJ's death, you would have a reason to be angry, right? So our situations are a little bit different. But, I mean, you think I'm not still angered by the fact that Alex was there and Eve was supposed to be there and they could have died? You think that doesn't bother me to my fucking core?
Well, that's what I mean. It's like their entire excuse of saying that he shouldn't have been there, but he was there, doesn't justify nothing.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
The only reason I haven't talked to Pigeon is because I want to talk to Jaeger first. Because I know this is an entire fucking tower. If you go after Pigeon or if you do anything to Pigeon, then CG is obviously going to get involved again. I don't want to deal with CG.
I'm going to be honest, man. When I talked to Jaeger a couple nights ago, there's no way for me to say this and make it sound anything other than like Jaeger throwing his hands up and just saying like, "Well, what are you going to do?"
Yeah.
That's pretty much what our conversation surmounted to. It's like, "Well, what are you going to do?" And I'm like, I mean, again, to clarify, you and Jaeger are pretty much the top of my list of people. But when someone like Jaeger throws his hands up about someone who was also at the top of my list, like TJ dying, and going, "What are you going to do?" It fucking sucks, man.
Yeah, it does. But he's not wrong. Like, what are we going to do?
Yeah, because you know what? This isn't 7 years ago, man. The only way I can get back at people for doing the things they've done is approach them with a gun. And when you're up against someone who will pull a gun at the first given opportunity, you have no choice but to meet force with force. And then they're just going to go after people like Alex and Eve and make their lives fucking miserable. And
yeah.
I'm not willing to do that to them.
No, that's what I mean. That's how it's going to be. Is like they're going to make everyone else's life miserable. So.
Yeah, and so if this was 7 years ago, we would have things we could do, but we don't have those tools at our disposal right now. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I can do. I have like a slight idea with tools that could be available to me with some work. Are you familiar with like this news shit?
Yes.
You're familiar with the audio device?
Yeah.
The best thing I can think of doing is basically be a fucking snitch, which is not something that I want to do, but dead drop phone call conversation recordings to the PD.
Yeah.
Just getting them to say what I need them to say over the phone with someone like Jaeger or something.
Being a snitch means fucking nothing these days because everyone and their mother is snitching if it fits their narrative.
True.
So
I wouldn't want it to be known that it's me by anybody but like, you and Jaeger and
well,
the guild,
yeah. Of course, you don't want it to be out there, but it doesn't change anything. Again, like.
Well, the thing is like, I genuinely don't care. I would go to the PD myself, but I don't trust the PD to not fucking say my name to someone.
Yeah.
They have a track record of burning their own CIs. Like, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in. My primary objective has always been one thing, which is justice, is balancing the scales of justice. That's the whole reason I wanted to get in the explosives game. It's the whole reason I cared about being a terrorist in the first place, man, is just someone who watches the Watchmen, right? Who holds those people accountable. And now our problems have shifted. If I'm being completely honest, the government isn't the problem that it was 7 years ago. It's the people now.
Yeah, no, I'm. That's the people are keep saying that I'm a washed up terrorist, and I'm like,
You're
yeah,
still Michael.
it's fine that I'm a washed up terrorist because right now I don't have to do anything. Max and well, not so much me anymore because I'm not a deputy mayor, but Max is in a position where he can do more than he could fucking 5 years ago.
Correct.
Like he's actually
Max got his ultimate wish. You know that when
Yeah.
he was broken out of jail, his #1 wish was to assume control of the government.
Yeah, well, here we are.
Yeah, and he did it, and he fucking did it, right? And so, sure, he might not be going about it the way that we thought he was going to, maybe because he just can't. But like, he did what he said he was going to do. At no point in time, even 7 years ago, did Max ever mince his words. He did exactly what he planned to do. And as far as I'm concerned, my problems don't lie with the police. They don't lie with the government. They lie with people acting out of turn and overstepping their bounds.
Yeah.
And there's no one to hold those people accountable for it. And that's what bothers me.
No, I'm in the same boat. Let me see where the fucking Siobhan is.
And well, that's why I always liked your fucking ideals, even if you were messy about it.
Did she get kidnapped again?
Oh, God.
Give me 1 sec.
Oh, you
Hi,
didn't.
Michael.
You didn't get
Are you
kidnapped.
outside?
Yeah,
I didn't get kidnapped. No, are you in the lobby?
We're in the no parking zone.
Are you in the no parking zone? Okay. I'm sorry. I had to
Terrorists just parking in the
follow
no
up on a kidnapping.
You're kidnapping or somebody else is kidnapping?
Someone else is kidnapping, Michael, not mine.
What? That
I haven't
sounds
been kidnapped
like
in ages.
that
and
sounds
that's a
like
good
jealousy.
thing. No.
You sure?
Yes, I've been working really hard.
You've been working hard to not get kidnapped?
To be
are you
less
looking?
kidnappable.
Are you okay? I was about to say, do you look less kidnappable?
Hey, do you think I look less kidnappable? Oh shit, sorry. My bad. Yeah, no, she agrees. Yeah, no, I look less kidnappable.
All right. I think it's the badge, honestly.
She says 6 out of 10 on the less kidnappable scale, so I think that's pretty good.
What was it before? 8 out of 10?
What was it before? It was a 10 out of 10, Michael.
I was a 10 out of 10. Okay,
10
my
out of
bad.
10.
My bad.
Perfectly
my bad.
kidnappable.
Okay, my bad. All right. Yeah, we're in the no parking zone, so whenever you're done.
Okay, alright, I'll be right there.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, let me go take a leak while we wait for her. Actually, I can do this. Give me a second. I am a government employee after all, so I can just do this. And do this. Now it's not illegal. Alright, give me a second, Jet. I'm honestly surprised that nobody has picked up Hazel. Hazel for a group?
You've gone blowing up PDs to just pick on them now.
Yeah.
Oh, but God, please turn off the car. It's just idling really loudly for me. Yeah, I mean...
Why doesn't the guild pick up Hazel?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I think Hazel's just more fun for us to make fun of in a friendly way than to, like... We still involve him. I know Jaeger involves him in shit and talks to him a lot, so...
Hazel's great.
I like Hazel. I've always liked Hazel. There's a reason why we cut off his pinky on Sanguine and made him part of our circle.
Oh.
But you didn't know about that?
I faintly think I remember, but maybe not.
Jaeger taught Hazel how to use bombs and everything and told him that if anyone fucked with him, that they were fucking with us at that point, and we lived up to that.
Hazel too confrontational? Maybe. How is she taking so much time? Huh?
Said if only that was a grenade.
No, I think PD's in a good spot with Max at the wheel, honestly.
Yeah, so I got told basically like a very short version, something about martial law. Max is the commissioner and he's like whipping the PD into shape or some shit. Like it's like his own militia now.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And he really is doing what he wanted to do.
Yeah, he's actually telling them how to do their fucking job. And when they have to use force, they will should use force instead of them being scared of their fucking dumb SOPs.
Yeah.
There's always a time and a place. As long as you don't abuse that, I think nothing should come of it.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to be honest, looking back, I kind of regret taking a fucking 40-year sentence. I could have just walked out of jail, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Where the fuck is she at?
I don't know, man. What, you got places you got to be?
No. She's just slow.
You got worse ADHD than me, bro.
Why do you think I'm on a bike when I sling weed? I could just drive around.
Yeah, I mean... Look, I'll be honest with you, okay? I feel like I need to come clean before it comes out later.
Okay.
I'm only inviting you to the guild for one reason.
Because you want to be first in line for bombs whenever I remember how to make them?
Well, no, not that. It's just I'm doing like the Infinity Gauntlet basically.
Okay.
Because I'll have like you and Eve and Jaeger, and then maybe we can like get Sizz to pitch in a little bit, and then maybe like
Sizz, that's a
Tessa
copium.
from the clowns. You know what I mean? And then I have like 5 of the stones, and then I just need 1 more. That way, if anyone were to ever learn how to make bombs again, I'm pretty much as close as you can possibly be, like in terms of odds. So,
Right. I think having Sizz anywhere is
the
a
Infinity
copium.
Gauntlet of the state, you know?
Mm-hmm. Tessa is an admin. I haven't seen Sizz since I fucking went abroad.
Yeah. You know who I wish was around? Because I had a funny idea.
Who?
Well, you know, like you're gonna be doing you're going back home and like, you know, moving your shit out or whatever. I was hoping Copper would be around so I could say that I was working on assuming your role and then have you possess me. She would freak the fuck out.
I would like to see Copper again.
Me too, man.
I don't think she's gonna return though.
The only woman I ever loved. But not in like a weird way, like just as a very, you know, just like a sister.
Like a friendly type of way.
Yeah, like I don't think I could ever be married to Copper because I think she would genuinely probably either.
Where did she go?
Each other probably in like a month.
I think Hirona's just done with roleplay, and I think she's attached to Onyx, but I don't fucking know. I just miss Hirona.
Every once in a while, she'll email me though, and she'll be like, "I miss you, and I hope you're okay." Nice to hear from her here and there.
Yeah.
Miss her a lot. Haven't seen my dad in a while. Haven't talked to Snow in a while. I really want to talk to Snow. I miss him. And last I heard of
Oh, hey, Leslie.
Fury is with Mary's crew, I think.
What do you mean taking shots? Who is with Mary's crew?
Fury.
Oh, yeah.
There's like a short list of cops that I really, really, really like. Badge or not, always just, you know.
You just need to wake up more, Leslie.
My dad was definitely one of them.
You can hang out. Or I'm joining the guild, maybe. Shout out to Keela. On a fucking Wednesday? Oh, yeah. Actually...
What's up?
No. We'll talk about this at some other
what?
point. No, we'll talk about this at some other point.
Just email me.
Yeah.
Email me so I don't forget, because if you do this now, you do this thing where you're like, we'll talk about it, and then you never fucking bring it up. So.
Okay, I'll just so we can talk about it at some point.
Yeah. It's not like a dig at you. You're like me. If you don't bring something up while it's on your mind, you'll forget about it.
Bro, I forget everything. Your guild starter pack? I think I've run into you once or twice. On your character, Leslie.
I don't even know if I need bombs again, man. I just need something to give me fucking purpose. That's it.
Bombs are so overdone
now,
that they're not
TJ's
interesting.
That's because you taught the wrong person. I'm just gonna say that very bluntly. Like,
Oh,
I love
yeah,
Jaeger,
no.
but
he was being a dumbass with them, 100%.
I mean, I remember loading up Pigeon's. He flew in with like one of those fixed wing planes, and I loaded up the front of it with like 15 C4, like 40 RPGs and shit. And I remember asking Jaeger, "You think this is a good idea?" And he goes, I don't know," and then just walked away.
Yeah, but even 3 by no, I never really ran into you. Yeah.
Look, do you remember the conversation? And I have like an impeccable memory for conversations, so it might be weird to you. Do you remember the conversation we had under the bridge in Muir Park about when I wanted to get back at Dundee for blowing up my shop? And you asked me, why don't you just go shoot him? Do you remember what I told you?
Was that when Nick was there?
No, it was you, me, and Flossie.
Oh, wait. When you talk about the bridge,
like,
are you talking about the highway bridge?
Yeah, the highway bridge. We were standing underneath there, and you said, why don't you just go shoot him? And I said, if I held a gun to Dundee's head right now, this very moment, and I said, you know why you're here, he would not know. It could be any number of things, right? Like, for someone like Dundee.
Yeah.
If you held a gun to my head right now and you said, you know why you're here, I would be able to tell you why. I would be able to tell you who I've wronged and probably why I ended up in this situation, because I don't fuck around like that. Right?
Yeah, I can.
If I go down to the Billabong with a gun in my hand, screaming for Dundee to come out and face me, I'm just one guy with a gun.
It could be a
if I
million
level
reasons.
their entire fucking Billabong with a C4, I could be any number of people. That is what bombs are good for.
Yeah.
But they just got used as like, they lost their meaning. They lost their message. They started getting used more like a.
Wait, did
like
I get my?
Prop than actually accomplishing what they could be used for.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
So the moment when people were blowing up things like clothing stores and apartments,
Who's
and
streaming
stuff, we
Minecraft?
had kind of problems with that, you know. So. Also, you must have taught him really bad, because none of those bombs on Sanguine work, and I'm forever going to be mad about that.
Oh, I've been there like 3 times. Every time I wanted to do a death race, it was the same thing. You called one of them worked, and then the rest was like, nah, you know what? It doesn't matter. I don't know.
Fucking Mary to kill him with a gun car. I remember.
It was just, I fucking hated it.
When I met you, the reason
am I gonna be here for TwitchCon?
Well, first off,
Leslie, please,
aesthetically, you.
We're in the same Airbnb.
Are exactly the way that I like to dress and everything. So I was like, this guy's cool. And the second thing was,
unless you're talking about Texas.
You stood for
no, before, yes, I fly out before and then probably stay a bit as well. Wait, sorry, repeat that?
I said when I met you, I liked you because you dress exactly how I like to look and dress. And then I was like, this guy's cool. And then we talked, and I realized that you actually had a fucking like a mission and a purpose, whereas you taught someone who literally is probably the most chaotic person you could have taught.
Yeah.
Maybe you wanted that though.
Yeah. I did want it in a way, but not to that degree. But at that point, it is too late, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of why I moved to Sanguine in the first place, was because he needed someone to balance him out and talk some sense every once in a while and tell him maybe it's not a good idea.
I'll do it in both.
Maybe bombs are back.
What the fuck was that?
Probably a train hitting a car over there.
No, it came from the roof.
Are you sure? That sounded like it was directly behind us on the track.
I saw the debris.
Oh, okay. Somebody pulled out Air 1 and it blew up or something.
Maybe. Huh?
She's still not here, by the way.
No, I know. I'm gonna drive around because I can't be asked to sit.
Yeah,
Actually, give me a second. I need to type in a Minecraft chat.
I thought you were gonna say you need to pee again. I was like, Jesus.
No, I need to type in a Minecraft chat. I need my badge. Give me a sec.
Wait, what Minecraft chat?
Just any, I think. Oh, now she's calling. Hello. Yes.
Hey, I'm wrapping up.
Okay.
I just needed to. I needed to help. I needed to help some people.
Yeah.
Who needed help.
Yeah, you're good. We're still out back.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
All right,
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.
Give me a sec. There's like no Minecraft streams whatsoever. You join a chat and all you see is the people spamming the fucking emote. Alright. There we go. And we're leaving. Being a Minecraft streamer sounds like ass right now. Yeah. Although I think it gives you more views. It's the same as when you have like drops and shit,
Not
right?
working.
Wait, what?
I didn't get my badge, man.
Oh, you have to wait. You have to be in there for like 5 minutes, then you get a thing, and then you have to post it somewhere. Hello. Wait, is
Hello.
Is that Flop?
Hey,
Come
how you
forth.
doing?
I'm our parents' favorite son.
Hey.
Sorry, I'm documenting this. Car parked in the fire lane.
Okay, this
It had
is.
its emergencies on.
Can you? Okay, this is. I'm waiting to. I need to. He's been waiting on me because I've been helping them.
Dad
what
loves
am
me
I-
more than you, Flop.
Allegedly, her stuff is being held somewhere. I'm like, that sounds like a trap. You were just kidnapped. I would prefer if maybe you went with an officer, but like a real officer. I'm not cut out to do that by myself.
I don't know what's going on.
Can you
I'm
go
gonna
help them, please?
Yeah, I got
Hey,
it.
Flop. Remember when you came to ICC like I don't know 6 years ago? You remember when you came to ICC like 6 years ago to respond to a call?
Yeah.
And like we talked for like a few minutes and walked around the house and I showed you the inside and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was cutting up
Oh
humans.
shit! What up, Michael?
Yo. What up?
Still, you still
Yeah, I
borrowing
just wanted to give you closure on
your
that.
Bud's blue Viagra?
Also, Dad and Dad.
No, I'm driving my own vehicle.
Yeah.
You taught me not to take keys from anyone.
All right. I'm
Love you,
glad I
Bob.
deterred you from
Love you
future
too.
crimes. That's crazy.
I know.
So good at my job.
I know.
This guy looks so much like Levi. It's scary.
Yeah, Fritz, let's go be good at your job and go do your job.
Yeah. Who's Levi?
He was a cop, like, I don't know, 6 years ago or some shit.
Huh.
No,
Look.
not Levi. It was Roy. He looked like Roy.
Yeah, I've heard many times that
Roy? I know Roy.
it can sound like
looks
a
lot
Roy.
like Roy. Yeah, it's a compliment though. Roy was fucking great.
I didn't know
So,
what Roy looked like.
if you're like even half of Roy, you're pretty awesome already. So
Duncan
Did
over
they
here
sell-
thinks I'm doing crime.
I mean,
dude.
It's been
but if you want to
Thanks.
read the report, you can take a look at exactly what I thought he was doing.
how many months?
I just signed out.
7
I'm trying
months?
to go 42 here, yo.
Michael
I've
it
been
is,
trying,
correct?
but I
All I'm saying is this
Spider-Man
report
out
is
because
so
you know what I
good.
mean?
Michael, I got a question for you.
The report
Yes.
is so good I could press the charges right now.
You ever heard of VTubers?
All right, we're
Michael,
leaving.
Let's go. Michael, let's go.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Serious question, serious question,
No,
serious
Michael,
question,
let's
please.
leave.
2
Let's
seconds.
leave.
2
No,
seconds.
we need to
okay.
leave. We need to
Yeah,
leave
that's
now.
what I'm asking.
We
Who's
need to
who's
leave.
like your top?
Giga,
Michael,
my
don't answer
goddess.
the question.
Iron
Oh,
Mouse.
no.
You shouldn't. You weren't supposed to say that. You couldn't say that, Michael. That was the wrong answer.
That is the right answer. That's the right and
No,
only answer.
no,
Yes.
No, now you're on a fucking criminal list of his.
I don't
No.
care.
You
Like,
dumb fuck.
if he's basing his entire life around VTubers, he has a problem.
Snuffy is my Oshi.
Okay.
Sorry, who'd you say?
Snuffy.
Snuffy.
Isn't Snuffy like literally up there on the loot scale?
Yeah.
In that case, we might as well say, what is it, Melody?
Oh, Project Melody.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like
she's pretty cool
Uh,
I
too.
feel like Melody and Snuffy is like up there.
Can I stop by City Hall? I want to go sign in as City Council so that
Yeah.
I'm not working for free.
Yeah, Duncan pulled me over while I was doing a moonshine run.
Ah.
So I had to play it off as like somebody. Obviously, he knows all the fucking tricks in the book, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I told him I got the fucking keys to hit the car so I could test drive from Barry Benson.
Damn, you threw Barry under the bus like that?
Wow.
Wait, not Barry Benson.
fucked up.
Barry. No, what is
Barry
it?
Svensson.
Svensson. There we go. ADMC guy.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
Wait,
no.
that's
no,
fine.
Barry Benson is the ADMC guy.
Yeah. Yeah, wait, Barry Benson.
Barry Svensson is our Barry. You can throw him under the bus as much as you want.
I didn't want to throw our Barry under the ADMC guy. I was.
No,
I
I,
was-
like
look-
the ADMC guy more than I like our Barry.
Oh,
Car
that's
sounds
crazy.
fucky to me.
It sounds
It
fucky.
does, right?
It
Okay,
sounds.
it's not
okay.
just me.
All right.
No,
we'll,
it sounds super fucky.
okay, we'll find another car.
Okay.
Dumbass
Also,
car.
hold
It
up,
Sounds
can
like
you
it's
just stand
idling
s-
constantly. Doesn't work. I
No.
tried for hours on my car.
We'll
I'm
get the
cleaning
rating.
it.
I know. I tried.
Yeah,
it didn't
yeah, we'll
work.
get the rating. But I just want to leave this in better condition than I found it in.
Look, ADMC fell off harder than I did.
That's fucked up, dog.
That is not fucked up. That is the truth.
That's fucked up.
But
Nope.
anyway, I feel like
You feel like?
okay. We'll talk. We'll talk when we're not right in front of City Hall.
Yes.
Okay. I should
yes.
shut my mouth. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't clean the car.
No, she has to sit in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't believe you said that. That's fucked up, dude. Throw our Barry under the bus. That's fine. He's used to it.
And maybe I will next time.
You know how many times I like? Oh man, that was like my thing.
Whoa! Why is my double T out? That's crazy.
Who would do such a thing
Why is my double T out?
and just leave it parked in the open?
It's at my house. Huh?
Michael?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes, ma'am.
How'd that happen, huh?
I was driving your double. You saw me on your double T.
This is a nice car.
Wait, that was my double T roll, and I even.
Yes.
Why do you?
You're gonna get her in trouble. Ooh.
If you fucking get, you, I swear.
A cop pulled up on us and he was like, "This is Siobhan's, by the way." He said that.
Are you okay?
Sorry. I
You alright?
apologize.
Yeah, that's the wrong lane, buddy.
You okay?
Yeah, we're fine.
Cool. Wait, he noticed that it was. Oh my god.
No.
He
Yep.
checked.
Look, they didn't even
Do
notice it
not
was
get
you.
me a VAF point.
Look, they
I
didn't even
swear to
notice. No, no,
God.
no, no. How would it be a VAF point if I don't do anything?
Saying don't ever get me one. Just don't ever get me
No,
one.
I will not get you. It's not a. I'm not doing any violent crimes.
You know, you could just say yes, ma'am, like you did earlier.
Yes,
And
yes.
not argue.
Yes, ma'am.
What? Oh.
Yeah, see?
Wait, who's that in the back?
Sorry, my name is Trey. I've known your husband for a long time.
Wow.
Part of the guild.
He's a
I
guildie.
like you a lot. I like the way you told
Yeah.
Michael to say yes, ma'am, like
Okay.
you did earlier. Oh, I'm a big fan of yours immediately.
I definitely
You just hooed him.
was not married for 10 years in a previous life, so.
He knows all the tricks.
No, it's not a trick. You just say it because you mean it.
Mm. Mm.
Is that how it works?
Yes.
Oh. Alright, so what's up, Siobhan?
I mean, Michael, tell me something, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
I think Trey will probably know what I'm talking about immediately. Where I'm going with this.
Okay.
So classic woman trap.
Okay, alright.
How do you define love?
How do I define love?
Uh-huh.
When two people like each other very much.
If you want to phone
Oh
a friend,
my
just let me know.
God, yeah, you feel free. You got to phone a friend here. The questions will get harder though, so you only have 2 phone a friends.
Wait, are you saying there's more
Is that
questions
really
to
how you
this?
define love? Can you say it like you
When
mean it
2
and
people,
not?
yeah, can you like unbound?
be sarcastic?
Hey,
Could I say like I wouldn't know. It's
You've
been
never been in love?
well, it was me and Flossie, but according to a lot of people, that wasn't really. That was just a one-sided thing.
Yeah, but what? So I'm asking you. I'm not asking about your previous relationship. Have you ever been in love?
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
You would be the only person
you-
to be able to tell me.
No,
Yeah.
because I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't know what it feels like. And even if it fucking punched me in the face, I couldn't tell you.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're a sociopath.
Uh-huh.
oh my God.
Next question, Siobhan.
Oh.
You want a real answer?
I would like a real answer, yeah.
All right. Well, the top of the list of love is not equivalent to possession. You don't own someone because you're in love with them or they're in love with you, right? You're just two humans. You live your lives in parallel. Everyone has this misconception that your lives must be intertwined at every possible, opportunity. When in actuality, love is propping up the person when they need it the
Okay.
most. So your lives will
This
intersect
fucking guy.
occasionally, but you just act as a support.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you that.
All right. Well, I'm Catholic, so I want you to take it a step further and pander towards my Catholicism.
Love is kissing the ground that your woman walks on and giving her the heaven and the earth at every given
Rolling-
opportunity.
Rolling my eyes.
That's Catholicism for you.
The
Any
greatest
monolithic
thing that
religion.
one can do is lay down their life for another, and I don't mean that in like the death sense. I mean that in the sacrifice, right? Like love is wanting the best for somebody, even when you're not it.
Dying for someone isn't always physical,
Exactly.
but willing to die for someone, you know?
Mhm. I
think
mean, love
love
is
is,
patient,
to
love is
me-
kind, it doesn't boast, it is not angry.
To me, love is just
Yeah, I guess that's one way
thinking
of showing
someone
love.
else's needs before your own.
Corpy. So, I don't know.
I would agree with that. I would say that it's placing someone else's needs above yours.
And love is trusting the other person to do the same for you.
It is
Oh, hey,
that. I
Garrick.
would say that. I would agree with you that there's that trust and intimacy that they will return the same. That you don't have to think selfishly, and that you can extend that to them because you have the trust that it's mutual and reciprocated. That's like how you safeguard that trust, right? Is when you take acts to maintain that.
I think if I was married for 10 years, the way I would have put it is my biggest gripe with love is
What are they
forever
waffling?
having to be
We're not waffling.
that person's biggest fan more and like their marketer more than they will ever be for themselves.
Wait, did I have this conversation with you 5 years ago, Trey? Like where we were talking about people?
Yeah, because I told you you're really bad at relationships.
No, not that one. No, not that one. The one where I was spiraling because I couldn't wrap my head around people and.
Yeah, we had a very long talk about that, and I don't think we made any progress. But
Nope, I still feel the same. Well, I'm not spiraling anymore.
that's true.
But it's still foreign to me. It's still alien.
Yeah, but on the topic of spiraling, like we just said, love would be trusting the other person that when you're spiraling to find you some semblance of balance, right? And having that unwavering trust in that person to ground you again.
Yeah.
All right, what's the harder question?
Should I ask Siobhan
Okay,
the question?
what's the harder question? What? Ask what? What? Ask what? What'd you say, Michael?
No, go on. What is the harder question?
No. What's the harder question?
Mm-hmm.
You said the questions were going to get harder, so.
I did say that. I did say that. So, how do you show love for someone while making sure that like your cup is full, right? Because you can't love other people until you love yourself, right? So how do you balance those two things?
I have like an addendum to the whole you can't love someone unless you
Okay.
love yourself thing.
Okay.
I think that sometimes you need to love someone deeply and truly to find love for yourself. I mean, it's codependent in nature, but I do think
I'm
it
gonna
is
say,
a
I'm like,
thing.
I'm like, that sounds codependent as fuck.
Yeah, but I
Ooh.
mean, I would say that deep love
some
is
people
codependent in nature.
might need that in order to find love for themselves. Like it's
Does Michael even love
depending on like the
himself?
emotional intimacy fantasies they carried with them from
No,
their
probably not.
childhood, right?
He cares about survival.
Come on, I don't have the architecture
Again, it's
for good
it's
feelings.
kind of
Like,
depending
I
on how you
can't
define
really,
Beetle. You little
you know,
shitter.
I have
Thank
to
you so
like
much for the
carry around
raid.
a flashcard of like good things I've done to remind myself that I'm capable of it. You know.
Giga is my goddess.
So when you find someone that loves you unconditionally, that sees that good in you at all times, you slowly start to believe it yourself.
Which reminds me, I need to.
Yeah, that's what your mom's supposed to do for you. That's
well,
what
my mom's
your
dead,
relationship
so.
with your parents is supposed to do.
We need to
though,
update
right?
this.
Don't
Does
have
anyone
that
have a
either.
wallpaper of
I'm
Giga?
sorry. That's very sad. And sometimes
Yeah,
you have
but I
to
mean,
like. Sometimes you have to be the parent for yourself that you wished you had,
yeah, it's true.
or you have to be the
Oh
parent
God, do
to
you
your
think that
parent
maybe
that
I
they
just
wish
fall
they
in love
had.
with people because I'm looking for a mom?
Oh, hey, welcome to the Oedipal complex.
Yeah, Florian specialty.
Hey.
He loves Oedipus complexes.
Oh God, Max and I were talking about the Oedipus complex earlier today, and like I said, I was such a casta, and you needed to stop that. I had to forbid the conversation. I just know.
Yeah, at some point you just have to.
Replacing Trav.
Sometimes you have to be content with the questions themselves.
I can
you
also
know?
just put the
My
wallpaper.
grandmother always used to say that like girls, that boys marry their mothers and girls marry their fathers, right? That they find somebody like that.
I hope not.
Assess the statement.
Yeah, but I mean, if I find like a
Where's the one
woman
I
who loves me
made?
because I exhibit traits of her father, she probably had a pretty bad father.
Why are you filled with self-loathing?
It's
Why are
not
you hating on
self-loathing.
yourself?
It's not that though. Self-deprecation is not self-loathing.
I just want to make sure. I mean, I feel like we're talking pretty seriously, and then you took it humorous for a second. And self-deprecation is sometimes a cover, albeit a funny and clever one,
Just ask AI to combine Trav with
for
Giga.
self-loathing. So just wanted to check about that negative
But
self-talk.
you can find purpose in what you can do for others more than yourself.
That I do agree with. I find I feel better when I'm
Trav
helping
cosplaying
other
as
people.
Giga.
Yeah.
I've always thought of
It's the whole,
myself as a
like,
facilitator of sorts.
What is this
You know,
conversation?
they tell
piece?
like people with bipolar and stuff to get dogs because you might be bad at taking care of yourself, but you're pretty good at taking care of other things.
Totally.
Yeah, I kind of like that, but like extend that to love. That's basically where I'm at.
Okay. So I mean, my next thing is gonna be like, so there's different kinds of love, right? And I hate that the English language is so limited in the words that we have to describe it. But there's like eros, right? Like a romantic love or
There's
sexual desire, right? Lust, even, right? Versus something like agape, like that Christ-like love, that self-sacrificing love. And then there's I don't know if there's an actual like Greek word for it, but I think that when you're talking about codependent love, I feel like codependent love is selfish love at the end of the day, and it's weird that even exists because it seems that if love is wanting the best for somebody else, uh, loving selfishly is almost an oxymoron, right? At least it should be.
Hello.
But I think that's like how you end up with like people who are really toxic, is when you or toxic relationships is how you end up like with that like selfish love or something like insecure there, right? That codependency.
Musashi,
There's
thank
like
you so much for
outliers to every
5,000 bit
rule,
arenas.
I think two
I
truths
appreciate
can
that.
exist.
You could have spent all those
agree.
on Tangia stuff. I
But
appreciate
I
it.
also
Thank you
know
so
that's
much.
something that needs only one condition is much easier to satisfy than something that has multiple conditions. I think that's Occam's
Definitely.
razor.
What are they talking about and why?
Michael, have you ever been in love?
Yeah, Michael.
Like knowing what we've just said, have you
Yeah,
ever
Michael,
been in love?
knowing what we've talked about, have you ever been in love? That's actually where I was going with it, by the way. Sorry, these are the questions are getting harder, but like I wanted to like I wanted to get there.
I
think he has.
was willing to shoot people and murder people for somebody else. Does that count?
We know you love Jaeger.
I love my brother. And
Yeah,
Jaeger.
but that's a different kind of love, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, though.
That's the kind of love that supersedes any logic or reason.
Yeah. Okay. Well, have I been in love? Yeah, I guess. But it kind of falls back to like, okay, let me ask you, Siobhan, because this is a very hard-hitting question for me. Probably not for, because people have, I seem to be the only person in the fucking wrong here. Would you sacrifice yourself for Max? Like, we're talking death.
He forbid me from dying.
Well, that's a cop-out. That doesn't work. If it came to it, if you were in a position where if you gave up your own life for Max's life, would you do so?
Are you asking me if I would?
Oh my god!
You just killed that. Okay. What's the scenario? I mean, how would this even?
I think like Rachel and Batman, you know, the way she went out.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't
Where
know.
she was like, "No, it's fine, you know.
The scenario can be simple enough. CT kicks in the door. They say that, that's you fucking cocksucker. CT kicks in the door. They shoot. They say that they will not kill Max if they get to shoot you. So Max obviously gets to watch you die, etc., etc. But this is a you choice. No, you get to choose. Does Max survive and do you die, or do they shoot Max and you survive? Like in the end, one of you die.
I couldn't let them hurt him.
So you're willing to put to sacrifice yourself?
I feel like I've already proven that.
I feel like this
and
situation
I've done
happened.
something way more difficult than merely sacrificing one's life. Like, this is gonna sound strange. Dying is easy. Living is much harder.
True.
And because living is much harder, I've literally been living without one of my greatest joys in life this entire time. or Max, which is practicing law. I'm very fucking good at it. I've been sacrificing one of the things that I love the most. So, I would say that yeah, I have done that.
She's slipping. I'm not asking if you have
I
done
have
that.
lost.
No, that is. You're not
no,
answering the
no.
question, Siobhan.
I am answering the question, Michael. I've literally, I've lost friendships.
Yeah, but friendships isn't the end of the line. I'm talking the end of the line. I'm not talking about somebody shooting you with the possibility that you might die.
Okay.
I'm talking
An
that this is.
important thing about love is love doesn't deal in ultimatums either.
Yeah.
No, but this is. Jesus fucking. God damn it. It's not just about that. This is. It doesn't. It. This is also to satisfy my own fucking curiosity because, again, this is a question that
Max
I can't
and I
wrap.
talked about something around, like, along these lines before, and we just agreed that we would die together, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but that
Yeah,
again, it doesn't
think
work.
that's the call.
You can't. No, that is not the call. The call is either or. Like,
I'm
would
pretty
you
sure
be
that we would
willing?
both just try to die for the other, and I don't know what's gonna happen with
So I
that.
said it's a stalemate.
It's a stalemate.
You're assuming that either one of them would let the other one make that decision, and that's
No, I'm not.
think-
I'm not like this is a decision that you have to make. There's no like you have to choose. You have the option to die for the other person, or survive and the other person dies. In that moment, you choose who. Like, do you put your life on the line? Do you care more about your own life, or do you care about their life more than your own?
life. Michael is a lot like.
Motherfucker!
I was actually gonna say this is a really easy question.
How-
Michael, to
how-
answer. Because the person who dies in this scenario is the one who
Yeah, it's an easy question because
doesn't have to live knowing that the other is gone and why. This is a horrible scenario you've set up. Do you realize that either option is shitty
My
for people
answer
who
is,
care about each other?
my answer is unquestionably yes, because, like I said, life's like soccer. My mom signed me up for it against my will, and I hate soccer. So
I love football.
are we seeing a sandstorm up here, or am I high?
I'm seeing a sandstorm up here, yeah.
Okay. No,
Yeah,
okay. The question is easy. For me, I would not sacrifice myself. I care. At the end of the day, this is why I'm so. At the end of the day, I care most about my own life. So that's, and it's always been. That's why I was spiraling back in the day. Like I'm getting frustrated because
you wouldn't die for anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, because self-preservation is probably one of the strongest human instincts.
Exactly.
And
That's why I'm
and
so
that's why
confused.
because love isn't rational. It's not rational to prioritize another
Exactly.
person's needs above yourself. Love is completely irrational.
Makes you do things that even now, even the answer she gives you now would probably change on the spot. So it's a scenario that, like, you never know what will happen until it happens, you know?
I hate them. Hate them so much.
My answer is, in your perfect scenario where I trust these people that are going to kill me not to kill the other person, and it's definitely going to go down the way you say, unquestionably yes.
Mm?
Well, that is the scenario. This is the perfect scenario in this case.
Okay, great. Super idealistic, great murderers who have values and honor. That's fucking wild.
I know it's crazy. But no, the scenario is as it is. You get to choose. Does the other person get to live and you die, or do you get to live and the other person dies? But that
What
is
if it wasn't like people shooting you? What if it was like a saw trap where, you know, one of you is going to die. You just have to pick who. Just fucking rock, paper, scissors for it at that point, I think.
No, because then we're again making it a random decision. The decision has to be made by what?
It's so important to you that somebody else affirm, like that. Yes, at the end of the day, it's a me or them choice, and I'm choosing me. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, you want someone to make you feel like you're not a sociopath, and I don't think
But
anyone's going to give you that.
you are being very sociopathic right now.
This is the same thing I told him like 5 years ago. So.
No, again, I just can't understand.
Wrap your head around that?
Yes, I just can't understand it. It's like, why would you not choose yourself at the end of the day?
I thought your argument 5 years ago was that why would you choose yourself?
No, it's always been why would you choose somebody else's life over your own?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. No, wait.
Yeah, you just said like why? So again, self-preservation. Why would you kill yourself willingly?
Yes.
Basically, why would you be willing to die for someone else?
Yes.
Yeah, it's because you're a sociopath.
Yeah, that's literally just because. Michael, I didn't know that you were like this sociopathic.
Well, today you learned.
You mean you wouldn't jump in front of a bullet for me, Michael?
If I knew I was gonna survive, I would.
There you go.
Well, what if you didn't know? What if you didn't know?
No,
what if you
I think
know?
no.
What if it was a 50-50?
Yeah,
Would
well,
you take the risk?
in that moment, probably taking the risk because then you don't think. But if you're in a scenario where you have to make the decision, that's different.
I've gotten enough 1% mount drops in WoW to know that fucking 50% is good odds, man.
Sure fucking is. So, are you saying you would take the 50-50 odds?
Didn't I sign up for that? That's my job as well. I have to. I'm just saying, like, I'm laying it out in the term where I know 100% that either I will die or the other person will die. I'm not talking.
You do like a super cool action leap where you like got your gun out and you're like leaping from the bullets while firing. Yeah.
If I jumped in front of that bullet and it was the bad 50%, I know exactly what I would say in that moment.
What'd you say?
Bullets, my only weakness, and then I would die.
I know what I would say.
What?
I want to do that for anything that kills me. Like anything
I would
that
say
kills
something
me, I'm gonna
really
say
stupid. I'm gonna say like yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
that. Yeah, I just feel like
Time to chew ass and.
yeah, bodies are fragile. Humans are weird.
But bodies are also incredible and adaptive.
They are insane.
Insane. Wild.
You know what the worst curse ever is, Siobhan?
Intelligence.
Yeah, well, the deeper the river, the deeper the drought, right? So,
What is it? It's time to chew ass and kick bubblegum.
No, it's being, I guess I would say, like inherently nihilistic, but also being able to recognize that existence in and of itself is against cosmic odds and that it's incredible.
I agree with that. Yeah, that's like the thing that like helps me.
The thing is,
maintain,
the question is very hard to answer because in roleplay,
So
it's
you,
very
do you
different
enjoy the Galaxy song
to
then?
in real life.
The Monty Python one. Right?
Oh yeah.
You know
in
it?
real
I grew
life,
up on Monty Python,
self-preservation
Right, but that
kicks
song
into
is,
overgear,
like,
I think,
like,
compared
just
to
think about how big the
in
universe
roleplay.
is, and like think about how incredible the miracle of your birth. And
Yeah.
pray that there's intelligent life out there in space, 'cause there's bugger all down here on Earth.
True. I'm gonna go watch all of Monty Python again at some point. Just watch through all the episodes.
I rewatched. I want to say it was like around Christmas time. I rewatched The Holy Grail.
That ages like fine wine. It's still hilarious.
It is still funny.
All of
It's
their,
still funny.
well, almost all of them are still
More of like a
holding up.
Life of Brian kind of guy.
I'm a Life of Brian fan as well. I actually was gonna say, so I feel like the older I've gotten, the less I enjoy Holy Grail. Like I enjoy Life of Brian more now. Like I didn't enjoy it as much when I was younger.
like
and like they've like
witty,
flipped.
like witty historical humor. Like I'm a big Eddie Izzard fan, you know.
I like historical humor as well. How did you feel about History of the World Part 1? I mean, it's Mel Brooks, but
Give me a second.
Mel Brooks is great too. I mean, kind of along the same vein. I think.
Give me a second, chat. It's a weird question.